Hi, it's Michael LaFido, author of the Luxury Listing Specialist book and founder of the Luxury Listing Specialist certification. In this week's video, we're going to talk about a different approach to get your stale luxury listing sold, and perhaps as a stale listing of any level, of any price point. It's called the reverse offer strategy, or ROS for short. So if you have a listing that's not getting activity, or perhaps you had some buyers come through and they haven't returned your call or your email, or the agent said, hey, it's not in their top 3, or they've moved on. There's two types of approaches that will perhaps get that property sold. The old approach is going back to the agent saying, hey, my clients are motivated. Hey, write us an offer. All offers will be considered. That's the old approach to putting deals together. Well, the new approach is what I call the ROS, or the reverse offer strategy. And I want to give you a couple different scenarios. One scenario, we recently helped an owner where we went back to the buyers, which they had seen the home about 3 weeks to a month previously, and they hadn't pulled the trigger on any property. But there's an old adage that in real estate, time is the killer of all deals. So it had been almost a month since they'd been through this home, and this home wasn't top of mind awareness anymore. And so we went back to that actual buyer and we made them an offer. And we put the deal together, and the owner in this instance cited the reverse offer strategy as the reason that this deal went together. Currently, we are helping an agent market this amazing property here in Scottsdale, Arizona. He recently had an event with agents that we helped him with as well. You saw that photo come across. But this property is $6.5 million, and there's 4 interested parties, but some of them have stopped returning calls and texts. So the old approach would be, hey, we're motivated, write us an offer. But what we did with the new approach, the reverse offer strategy, is we actually made them an offer. And this is a strategy that works in today's marketplace. So let's keep it really simple. Let's say you have a $2 million listing, to keep it really simple, $2 million listing, and let's say that homes in that price point are selling at 90% of the asking price. Well, 90% of $2 million would be $1.8 million. So you might go back to your seller and say, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, do you remember early on we told you that homes are selling for 90% of the asking price? Well, our goal, Mr. Seller and Mrs. Seller, is to get you $2 million or more. But in this instance, we have a buyer that isn't really that interested anymore, or they moved on, or they told you your home's not in the top 3. Why don't we make them an offer in this example of $1.9 million? Remember I told you our goal is to get you 90% or more, so $1.8 million. Why don't we make them an offer of called $1,895,000, so it sounds a little cheaper than 1.9, and we throw a $25,000 bonus to the buyer's agent if it's under contract by a certain date, or the closing terms are acceptable to you. So in this instance, 1.895 is the reverse offer strategy. You offer a $25,000 buyer's agent. So in essence, it's net 187 to the seller, which is well above the 90% list to sale ratio for $2 million properties in that particular area. So you go back to the buyer's agent with this, and here's how that conversation goes. Ring, ring. Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Buyer's Agent. Michael LaFido here with XYZ Realty. You showed my listing at 123 Elm Street, listed at $2 million, and thanks for the feedback. You mentioned your client's no longer interested, or it's not in their top 3, or maybe it's in their top 2. Well, my client wants to actually make your client an offer, and my client would be willing to sell the home to your clients for $1.895 million, and we would give you a $25,000 bonus. As you know, we're paying out X% to you already, but we would give you a $25,000 bonus. I wanted to let you know about this, so please present it to your client and get back to us. So that's an example of how that conversation goes with the buyer's agent. So again, you go back at them something, you don't bring up percentage. So you don't say, hey, we're coming back to you at 95% of the asking price, because now they'll go do the market research and realize that it should be selling around 90%. So don't bring up percentages, just go back with the dollar amount, but only bring up percentages to your client. So this is called the reverse offer strategy, the old way of doing things, and this is the new way. Again, my name is Michael LaFido. My contact information is below. If you have a topic that you'd like to hear about, please send us an email. And again, remember, it's not the market, it's the marketing. And for more information on our certification, go to luxurylistingspecialist.com. Take care.